Achaba, Professor of Media and Broadcasting Communication. Panelist, Professor Chris Ochonogo, Immediate Past Head of Department, Journalism and Media Studies, University of Port Harcourt. Dr. Ijoma Tobosia, Secretary, NUJ, River State. Dr. Sarah Joe, University Orator and Associate Dean, Faculty of Communication and Media, River State University, Port Harcourt. Dr. Ibiere Koki, Ignatius Aju University of Education, Rumolomini, Port Harcourt. Chief Host, Dr. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, Chairman, Morrison Group. Date, Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Venue, Gate Place Hotel, Kilometer 5, East West Road, adjacent Obirikwere Flyover, Rumosi, Port Harcourt. Time, 10 a.m. For more information, please call Kainde Paul Obofade, 081-063-41777 or Samuel Ajinwo at 090-454-00744. Signed, Management. From
This is Atlantic Television Network. Welcome to Global News. First, the highlights. Rivers Deputy Governor urges women to enhance development. Army rescues 19 kidnapped victims in Abuja. Serap drags federal government to ECOWAS court over phone tapping rules. NLC probe 20 billion naira contracts in TCN. Pope Leo assures end of war in Middle East crisis. Osimhen advises Galatasaray against Liverpool. Actress Sarah Martins apologizes for roadside cooking. Rivers State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Mma Odu has urged women in the state to always put in their best in every sphere of the life that they find themselves in terms of development. A statement signed by the head of press, Owupele Benibo, said Professor Odu made the call in her goodwill message from the Government House Port Harcourt's commemoration in the 2026 International Women's Day. The Deputy Governor said women should continually strive for the good of society by giving their best at all times for the benefit of their children, spouses, neighbors, and the larger community, stressing that such positive impact would ultimately rub off on them. She also said, in line with the theme of this year's celebration, Give to Gain, Women should render selfless services and take every opportunity to positively impact society, adding that they would ultimately gain as they give. Professor Odu further said International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8 every year to recognize and applaud the socio-economic, political and cultural achievements of women across the world. Rivers State Police Command has invited the chairman of Ahuda West Local Government Area, Eugene Epele, over an alleged assault on Mini Ogadima, who recorded a video of a dilapidated school building. The command's police public relations officer, Grace Irene Coco, also invited Ogadima for her statement, since the alleged assault that occurred on Sunday was never formally reported to the police but became known on social media. Irene Coco said the Commissioner of Police, Olugbenga Adepoju, had directed the divisional police officer of the area to invite both the local government chairman and Ogadima for questioning. The police action comes on the heels of calls by human rights activist Chitam Nwala and the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, urging the Commissioner of Police to investigate the alleged assault. Reacting to the incident, Nwala condemned the alleged harassment and intimidation of the girl by the council boss, while the National Legal Advisor of the Committee for Defense of Human Rights, Henry Ekene, described the attack as disturbing, unfortunate and unbecoming of a public official. First Lady of Edo State, Anani Okpebolo, has called for the increased investment in women empowerment and gender equality, stressing that both are essential for nation building and sustainable development. A statement issued on Sunday by the Public Relations Officer of the Office of the First Lady, Gloria Ose Mudieme, on the commemoration of International Women's Day, themed Rights, Justice, Action for All Women and Girls, was held at the Government House in Benin City. Addressing stakeholders, Mrs. Okpebolo highlighted the role women play in shaping the future and the state and the country, while commending their resilience, determination and commitment to excellence, adding that women and girls have continued to make invaluable contributions to the socio-economic development of Nigeria. The First Lady stressed the need to promote justice, equality and decisive action in advancing the rights of women and girls, and also reaffirmed the commitment of the state government to creating opportunities that will strengthen economic independence, social inclusion and visibility for women across the states. According to her, empowering women remains both a moral responsibility and a strategic investment in national growth, and further called on stakeholders to work together in promoting gender equality and advancing initiatives that empower women across the state, adding that such collaboration would help drive sustainable development and build a society where women can thrive and reach their full potential while contributing to more equitable and prosperous Nigeria. Department of State Services have arrested a suspected commander of the Eastern Security Network and a suspected member of the indigenous people of Biafra over alleged involvement in a series of attacks on police stations and killings in Isi-Uzo local government area of Enugu State. A statement said the suspects were apprehended on Friday at Eha, Amufu and Umuhu communities following months of sustained intelligence gathering by security operatives, and the suspect allegedly confessed to masterminding several attacks on police stations, during which weapons were carted away and security personnel killed. Residents of Isi-Uzo expressed relief following the development, saying the arrest could help restore peace to communities that have witnessed repeated attacks in recent years, and both suspects are currently in DSS custody and are expected to be arraigned in court after the conclusion of investigations. Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has joined people around the world to commemorate International Women's Day, applauding the vital role women play in advancing society. A statement released on Sunday, the party spokesperson, Seyo Oladejo, commended the determination, strength and accomplishments of women, adding that they remain fundamental to the development of families, communities and the broader economy. Oladejo said successive administrations led by the APC in Lagos State have consistently introduced policies and programs aimed at empowering women and broadening opportunities for their participation in governance and economic activities. According to him, Lagos continues to maintain a strong record of female representation within the public sector, with women occupying key positions such as commissioners, permanent secretaries, lawmakers, special advisors, heads of government agencies, and judges of the High Court. The APC spokesperson for the said numerous women entrepreneurs, traders and artisans across the state have benefited from empowerment initiative, including microcredit programs, skills development training, and cooperative support systems, stressing that the Lagos state government has also implemented policies focused on protecting women from abuse, expanding access to healthcare services, and promoting education for the girl child. Tragedy was averted after valuables, including vehicles and other property worth millions of naira, were destroyed on Saturday when suspected political thugs launched coordinated attacks on the private residence of former Oyo State Deputy Governor Hazim Bolarumi at Asi in Ibadan, North Local Government Area, Ibadan. Bolarumi is the chieftain of a faction of the People's Democratic Party, scheduled to hold its nationwide state congress on Saturday, and no fewer than 10 people sustained injuries of varying degrees in separate incidents across the state. However, when contacted, the Oyo State Public Relations Officer Olayinka Ayanlade said the attack had nothing to do with the party's state congress, adding that the incident was under investigation and appropriate action would be taken against the perpetrators. Meanwhile, the chairman of one of the party's factions in the state, Abdulrahman Akinoso, said similar attacks were recorded in other parts of Oyo State, including Ibadan North, Ogbomoso South, Akinyele, and Igbora in Ibarapa, Central Local Government Area. Akinsoso disclosed that the 3 vehicles were vandalized at Bolarumi's residence on Are Avenue in Bodija, area of Ibadan, where members of the faction had gathered for the Congress exercise. Middle-aged man was killed during an attempted arrest by police operatives at the popular Oba market in Ilorin, the state capital. Eyewitnesses said activities in the market and surrounding areas were abruptly disrupted and traders hastily shut their stalls while others ran to safer locations as tensions spread across the market. Security personnel stationed in the area later intervened to restore order and reportedly pursued some suspects believed to have been involved in the confrontation. Earlier, the State Commissioner of Police, Adekemi Ojo, said the arrest of several suspected members of secret cult groups across the metropolis following an intensive investigation into cult activities. According to the police commissioner, the investigation was launched after a fatal cult-related incident on January 6, 2026 in front of Imam Filling Station in the Kulende area of Ilorin, where a 28-year-old man, Victor Matthew Nwachuku, was shot dead by suspected cultists. Troops of the Joint Task Force Operation OPWS have successfully rescued 2 kidnapped individuals in Bo village, located in Wukari local government area of Taraba State. The victims, both employees of Unity Bank, were identified as Mr. Mawan Abubakar and Mr. Lengjen Kakop, were allegedly abducted in Zaki Biam, Okom local government area of Benue State. Suspected and killed terrorists during a series of operations in Benue State. A statement posted on Army X handle on Sunday and signed by the Acting Media Information Officer, Headquarters Joint Task Force Operation Lieutenant